Howdy train fans, welcome back to the Chattanooga Southern Railroad. So finally got some more of the gear that I was waiting for. So got my connector ends, got 4 lengths of 25-foot cable. Now that I've done my wiring schematic, I got a feeling I'm going to need some more of that. Did pick up another one of these looking at universal panels. So, and I'll show you why I did that after doing my plan. And I think that's pretty much what I've gotten in the mail so far. I've gotten a couple tools from Christmas holiday, whatnot, including that screwdriver set over there, which is I really like. Anyway, so let me show you what I've been working on. So a lot of planning, not so much of physical work yet. Because as I said in my last video, it's plan your work and work your plan. So what I've got sitting out here is I took the back side of this cardboard thing here and kind of sketched out roughly the layout. And a couple good suggestions that people had said was, you know, you might want to break this thing into power districts or power sections. So I took that advice and did that. And so I'm going to come up a little higher here so you can see what's going on. So this is the main 4x8 layout here. This is the industrial section on this side. This is what this is the passenger station and interchange with the L&N section here. This is the storage yard on the back side. This is the yard over there. Try not to make you sick. And then this is the L&N interchange over here. So as you can kind of see here, I've gone through and numbered these. So I've numbered this one 1, 2, and these are arbitrary. 3, this one is 4, this section's 5, and then this one back here is 6. And so what I did, I've got a lot of little nomenclature here for all the different things. Including, and now this thing got crowded quickly, so I think I'm going to do a separate plan for the LCC stuff, because if I tried to draw the blue and the gray lines on here too, I think that would just be obnoxious. But the idea here is that I would have separate power district sections here. There would be a loop here for the DCC power bus, so the black is the negative, the red is the positive, and you can see how I'm doing that. At each of these junctures between the sections, I'm going to have a terminal strip on either side of, you know, one on this port, one on this section, and one on this section. Then I'd have a little drop down connector between the two that I can easily disconnect for troubleshooting. And that's what all of these are across the layout here. Everything comes back to the central area where my DCC is, where the wireless throttle port is, the PR4, and also this would be a terminal strip, several terminal strips to land everything that I need here. And then of course I'd have a laptop with my programming track here. So that's the plan there. And you can see I've got a single run of the bus underneath this main part of the layout. This gives me the ability, with it being in the center, to keep to my 12-inch rule for my drops either side here, same across the back here, and obviously around the loop here and on this section here, because this is only 2 foot wide. This section back in here, I might have to do a little longer drops to get off of that triangle back into here, but it shouldn't be too bad. Over here, this, if you remember from my track layout, it's this section right in here. This is my reversing section, because I do have a reverse. This creates a reversing loop, or you can think of it as a Y here. So the AR1 is going to go under the layout here, connect in and connect into the bus there. In addition to that, I have located all my universal panels, right? These Loconet panels. So I'm going to have one out here for the L&N. I'm going to have one here for the yard operation. I'm going to have one over here to work this section in here, kind of if you're standing here. I'm going to have one on the back side here, so if you're working, you know, on the back side of the layout, working the staging yard and breaking up trains, you've got access there. And then I'm also going to have one on the industrial section here. In addition to that, I'm going to be having my control panels here, one there, one here, one here, one here, and one here. That's to control turnouts and things like that, because as I mentioned before, I'm going to be using the touch toggle system. The staging yard in the back is going to be using manual turnouts, the old Atlas snap switches, so I don't need any remote control back there. I'll just flip the switch. So based off of that, I'll show you this. I got this put together. So this is, I'm calling that industrial section now Sugar Alley because of Coke and Brock's. But what you'll see here is it fits nicely in my frame. But after I got this printed off and all that work, I realized that this frame has a 1/2 inch border on the inside. And why that makes it a problem is that the touch toggles, this is a representation of how big the touch toggle is. If I put that underneath that, I'm going to be into this and it won't work. So I've got to go in and move all this down to make it work. So, but you'll see I've got it so that all of these clear relative one to the other there. So excited about that. I've got several more of these to print out and make. So I did some schematics months ago to try to get some things laid out for the other power panels that I'm putting around the layout. So anyway, there's the update for the wiring. I hope you guys have had a good weekend, got a chance to play with your trains, and we'll see you on down the tracks. Bye everybody.